Hello to all my friends out there. Well, here we are again. So I made some English breakfast tea for myself to drink. And I have some hazelnut coffee creamer. This is really good in tea. This is going to be kind of like milk tea, but not exactly. Most milk tea is made with condensed milk. So I didn't want to open any condensed milk just for, one little batch of tea. So I'm making a really good dinner, but it's a really cheap dinner. So I have one of my partially soy hamburgers. I hope I don't drop this. Here it is. And I fried it in a little oil because they're not too, they don't generate, they stick to the pan. So I'm just gonna put it, my bun is a little bit partially frozen, so I'm just gonna put my hot hamburger in my bun, and so it'll be ready to go. So, okay, I have one of my brilliant ideas. This is a brilliant idea. This is green bean casserole, but with a big pile of onion rings on the side rather than in. I think that'd be so much better. So I have some waffle mix. It's supposed to be pancake mix, but last time I didn't notice that I had the waffle mix, so I made it with waffles. And this waffle mix made really good onion rings. If you eat onion rings out, they give you like 5 or 6 onion rings. But if you make them at home, so I just want a little batch, so it's going to be 1/2 pancake mix, or in this case, waffle mix. And 1/3 cup water. Oh, I didn't take my water out. So I hope everyone is doing okay. I hope everyone is trying to, stockpile a little food, and hopefully there will be no incidents when the election comes in a couple weeks. I hope not. First of all, it's not going to do any good anyway. It's just going to get people hurt. I would be expecting some power outages as well. I was just talking to my son, and so I think the thing to do, I need a little, it's not quite thick enough. The thing to do is barricade yourself in the house and don't go outside and don't answer the door. So, if you need something and you're unprepared, that's not a good time to be answering the door, because it might be a good time for being up to no good, So I want this stuff thick enough so it's going to adhere to my onion. These are really good. If you have never tried this, you gotta try it, because you will really, really like it. So this is good because you have the green beans and then you have the onion rings. Like if you went out, I was going to make a hot dog, and I thought, no, I'm going to make a hamburger. Hamburgers and onion rings are very, very delicious. Kind of like as if I went to Jack in the Box, but at home. And so if you have onions on hand and you have potatoes on hand, then, okay, I'll do a little one to test it. So if you have rice and you have potatoes, and you have sweet potatoes, that's one thing that's really kind of worth, needs to be a little bit thicker. I think it was Walmart today. I saw onion rings for $1 a can. That's, believe it or not, that's cheap. Maybe for the holidays, so this might be a good time to stock up on a few canned onion rings. Those are nice to have, you know, for sides. Okay, let's see. All right. So this is as easy as it is, you guys. So I would say the thing to do is prepare for the worst. You know, have a plan in mind. If violence erupts, well, I'm just staying in the house. No sense getting arrested or injured. That's not going to do any good. So tomorrow I have to go and get a battery for my watch that I sold. I should have known it was going to sell right away. It takes you a while to discover, you know, what price the stuff will sell. So these nice watches easily sell for about $39, and Christmas is coming up. Ooh, they're looking good. So onion rings with ketchup is delicious. Onion rings with that beef rice, which would be just, it would be beef bouillon, and you cook your rice in it, and then you make onion rings. It's delicious. It's a delicious combination. Don't ask me why. I didn't discover it. It was some man's video that I watched when I first started watching YouTube. So if you can get a couple of good recipes like those meatballs and onion rings, you know, that are really going to stretch your budget, and make sure you have plenty of water in the house. Just say to yourself, okay, let's say that there is some agenda to try and make us miserable. Oh yeah, let's turn the water off or something. Well, they already had the brain-eating amoeba, if you can believe that. It's like, this is not happening. Yes, it happened in Texas, so that is bad. And a 6-year-old boy was killed. Well, he died. But if the brain-eating amoeba were purposely put in the water, he was killed, really, if you think about it. So you need food, water, and you need to, you know, make plans for staying nice and safe, you know. So take a look at, nope, that one's not quite ready. Yummy, look at this. So if you take a minute and make sure they're all perfectly fried, you're going to be a lot more enjoyable to eat, I guarantee. So if you're new to my channel, get a notebook and start writing these recipes in the notebook. Yummy. You need the temperature of the oil up high, but not too high, because it's like pancakes, you know, if they start frying too fast, then it kind of wrecks everything. They burn, you know, towards the end. I think last time I made a quarter cup pancake syrup. So, you know, but this time, you know, after the last time, I thought, wow, you know, I could use a few more pancakes. Kids would like this, you know, if you have teenagers, they would like this. French fries is another thing. I mean, why eat French fries out? They're so easy. And you know, now, for some reason, I guess because of everything, well, because the consumption is down. When the consumption is down, the price goes up. That's just the way it goes. So everything is going up. Another thing is make sure you have potatoes, because that's another thing. If the potatoes were, if something happened, like certain countries who have food shortages, a lot of this could be to do with food shortages coming upon us. Who knows? So there's no way you're going to get an order of onion rings this cheap. I don't know how much this would cost. It wouldn't be much. One onion and a little pancake mix. I don't know how much that would cost, but not much. And so then what I did is I made the green bean casserole, and I could put my own onion rings on top, but I could just, and so if you buy, uh-oh, everything is getting done at once. Uh-oh. I don't have the cleanest burner, but it's the 5-second rule. Okay, so now let me show you. Ooh, yummy. Okay, I want to show you my green bean casserole. Ooh, it's really, really hot. It's really dangerous to do this, but I have to show you guys. This is very delicious. Okay, so what I did was I drained 1 can of green beans, and then I mixed 1 can of mushroom soup, and I mixed up a little powdered milk, and I mixed that to make like a sauce. And then I had soy sauce, so I added a little bit extra. It calls for only 1 teaspoon, but I added a tablespoon because I like to taste the soy sauce. And then I put a lot of black pepper. Yummy. I put a lot of black pepper on top of my green beans. So, the more of these cheap dinners we find, the better off we're going to be. You know, we're going to have everything we need in the house, because we're going to buy it little by little. Let's see, is this thing still going? Okay, great. All right, so this hazelnut coffee creamer, what I generally use this stuff in is mint tea. But this is I bought this for 99 cents, 50% off. And it's really, I shouldn't have my good watches over there. It's really black tea, so. But if this was condensed milk, this would be really, really good. It's good. All right, now. So my partially soy, look at these look good, you guys. My partially soy hamburger was 50 cents. Okay, so now on my hamburger, I want to add some tomatoes. If you have them, they're good, but they're not necessary. And some lettuce. And And if any of you guys have ever noticed, Jack in the Box secret sauce is awfully similar to Thousand Island salad dressing. Ooh, that was a big mistake. Oh well, I have a lot. That's good. And then, you know, I have some ketchup. And I wanted to light, at night, I light a candle for all my followers. If things are looking pretty bleak, pray to God for help. And when something pops into your mind like, I better go to the food bank, I better go now, do it. I mean, if you have to, make a day of it. Force yourself to get food now while you still can, before anything happens. I saw some hellacious food lines in Hawaii. My brother-in-law moved there, and it was horribly expensive, so I cannot imagine what's going to happen to people, you know, with no jobs over there. That was their retirement dream that turned out not to be so dreamy. That's a thing, you have to be careful. When you move other places, you know, it might seem really good and it might be really, really bad. It might be a nightmare. So take a look at this, you guys. And this is a pretty cheap meal too. You could put your onion rings in your green beans. Okay, you guys. I should have worn my watch. It's going bye-bye tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And bye, cuteness. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but I know whoever bought you is going to really, really be happy.